Have you got some pearls left here?
Do I got some pearls left?
Pearls of wisdom?
I got nothing.
Well, let's start real basic, and maybe the road trip. And if you could pick one thing that you guys liked outside of the results, what would you bring to make sure you apply that here at home tonight?
Yeah, I think it was just the way we responded after that, that last few weeks before that road trip. I think it was nice to kind of get out of town and just have the team and the management and coaches and just the people inside the organization together and just kind of chip away one step at a time. And I think that was kind of our mindset there on the road. We knew it was going to be 5 games, so we just took it one segment at a time. And I think that's kind of what made us successful is we weren't, thinking about the next game. We weren't thinking about the schedule coming up. It was just, okay, who's our opponent tonight? What do we have to do to bring our best tonight against this team and be ready for puck drop and then execute? So we did that. It was just kind of a shift at a time. And, we weren't perfect. We definitely made some mistakes in some of those games, but those have been addressed and we've gone over those in video. And ultimately, it was a great road trip for our team.
Yeah, what is the secret to doing that at home? Or is it just kind of doing what you just said, just kind of attack it and shift one period?
Yeah, you have to do that. Sorry about that. Sometimes it's harder to do that once you get going into the season, and there's obviously momentum, and that can play a factor sometimes. But it's the NHL; you got to try and find that energy to get ramped up for every single game. And Saturday night at home against the Montreal Canadiens, it's going to be hard to not be ready for this one, right? And I think we owe these guys after what happened last game too.
Is this a different group as a result of what you learned on the road trip? Are you a different group coming home?
It kind of feels like that. Yeah, I think you get that sense. Just seeing the guys around the room this morning, and I think everybody's got a little bit more. I think it feels like we got our confidence back. Beating teams like Florida and Carolina that they play hard, they don't give you much time and space, they smother you. It forces you to, not make cute plays and not turn pucks over. You have to kind of fork pucks out and win the blue line battles, and you have to get on their D and have all three guys, all 4 lines connected on the forecheck to be able to, turn pucks over and get them back and get opportunities. So it says a lot about our group beating teams like that. I think that confidence that we got from that road trip is going to be huge going forward.
You just saw Montreal recently, and you mentioned them just a moment ago. Obviously, it's still top of mind. What is the key to kind of finding your game and putting them in their place?
I think first period's huge for us tonight. We need to come out and kind of make a statement. That doesn't mean run around and try and run them out of the building. I think it's just playing hard, finishing checks, playing the simple game that we played on the road. We can't change it up just because the opponent is, plays a different kind of style. I think if we stick to our game and what we do best, I think that's a recipe for success. We're obviously going to know their tendencies are a little different than, your Carolinas, your Floridas. They got a little more freedom to their game. They like to make the seam passes and stuff, and they got some physical players on their team too. So if we do a good job putting pucks in the right spots, as long as we get a good F3 tracking back, I think we're going to be good.